Are you making these common cooking mistakes? Stick around and we'll help you fix them in no time. Ah, the culinary world. It's a place where precision meets creativity, but it's also a terrain where even the most seasoned cooks can stumble. Today, we're journeying into the heart of the kitchen, exploring common cooking mistakes that may be tripping up your taste buds. From the importance of taste testing as you go, to the size of your chopping board, we're about to demystify cooking and help you elevate your culinary game. Let's dive into the first mistake you might be making. Mistake number 1, not tasting your food as you cook. Imagine this. You've been slaving away in the kitchen, pouring your heart into a recipe. You serve it up, take a bite, and disappointment, it's bland. Or maybe it's too salty. Either way, the flavor is off. And the culprit? You didn't taste as you went along. Cooking, dear friends, is an art and a science. It's not just about following a recipe to the letter. It's about understanding how flavors develop and change as ingredients mingle and cook together. It's about balancing sweet, salty, sour, and bitter. And the only way to truly master this is by tasting your food at different stages of the cooking process. Now, how to fix this? Simple. Taste your food regularly. If it's a soup, stew, or sauce, taste it every 20 minutes or so. If it's a stir-fry or sauté, taste it as soon as the ingredients are cooked. Adjust the seasonings as needed. Add a little salt, a squeeze of lemon, a dash of spice. You get the idea. Remember, your taste buds are the best guides in the kitchen. The second common mistake, using a small cutting board. Now, you may think, what's the big deal? It's just a cutting board. But let me tell you, the size of your cutting board can significantly affect your cooking experience. A small board might seem sufficient, but it often leads to a lack of space, making your cooking area messy and, more importantly, unsafe. Imagine chopping up a storm of veggies and suddenly a rogue carrot escapes, causing a potential slip or trip hazard. Not exactly the culinary adventure you were hoping for, right? The solution? Opt for a larger board. It might take up a bit more counter space, but it provides ample room for chopping, slicing, and dicing your ingredients. With a larger board, you can keep your workspace tidy and your cooking process efficient. Plus, it's a safer option. No more rogue carrots or teetering piles of chopped veggies. Give your ingredients the space they deserve and see the difference it makes. Mistake number 3, not understanding the difference between boiling and simmering. Boiling and simmering, seemingly similar, but in fact, they play very different roles in cooking. Boiling is like a rock concert, wild and high temperature, typically around 212 degrees Fahrenheit. It's great for cooking pasta or potatoes. Simmering, on the other hand, is like a soothing jazz tune, gentle and lower in temperature, between 185 and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. It's perfect for slow cooking meats or making delicate sauces. Misunderstanding these two can lead to overcooked pasta or undercooked stew. So, how do we fix this? Pay attention to the water. A rapid rolling bubble means it's boiling, while a gentle, occasional bubble signals simmering. And remember, you can always adjust the heat. Understanding these differences and mastering the control of temperature will not only prevent common cooking mistakes, but also elevate your culinary skills. Master the art of temperature control and elevate your cooking skills to the next level. Finally, mistake number 4, overcrowding the pan. It's a common error that even seasoned cooks can fall prey to. When you pile too much food into your pan, you're setting yourself up for a host of problems. Among these, 2 stand out: uneven cooking and the dreaded steam instead of a sear. Let's start with uneven cooking. When too many pieces of food are jostling for space in your pan, some will inevitably get more heat than others. That means while some pieces may be perfectly done, others could be undercooked or overcooked. It's a surefire way to ruin a good meal. Now, let's talk about steam. When food is packed too closely together, heat gets trapped and creates steam. Instead of getting that gorgeous flavor-packed sear, you end up with soggy steam food. Not exactly what you were aiming for, right? So how can we fix this? The solution is simple. Cook in batches. By limiting the amount of food in the pan at any one time, you ensure each piece has enough room to cook evenly and sear properly. It might take a little longer, but trust me, the results are worth it. Give your food room to breathe, and it will reward you with better flavor and texture. To summarize, we discussed 4 common cooking mistakes and their easy fixes. First, we addressed the importance of tasting as you go, ensuring your dish packs the right flavor punch. Secondly, we highlighted the need for a large cutting board, providing ample space for safe and efficient chopping. Thirdly, we demystified the difference between boiling and simmering, a key distinction in many culinary techniques. Finally, we cautioned against overcrowding the pan, a common misstep that can compromise the quality of your food. Remember, everyone makes mistakes, but the best cooks are those who learn from them. Keep practicing and happy cooking.